Hello and welcome to the finale of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, in which the world is clearly falling apart at the seams. It is finally, after 32 episodes, been revealed that this is a simulation, as everybody knew from the first 5 seconds of the goddamn game. It all comes down to this. We have our final surviving group, one final graduation exam to get through, one final class trial to pass, and one world to save. So, our skills are set. We have no more skills unlocked. They're all set and ready to go as best as they're ever going to get. We're still on main difficulty with logic and action. So without further ado, let's dive straight into this and get our final class trial of the game underway. All right.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
It's a computer simulation.
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
This world's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true. And that lie will become the truth. That's not how it was always the truth. It was never a lie. There's no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh, we're opening with the... Okay. We're opening with a Hangman's Gambit. Oh my god, what the hell? Why are they... Okay, is it virtual? Okay, it's virtual. Okay, got it. Okay, that's easy then. Okay, they call me off guard because they're moving so fast, but it's going one letter at a time. This I can handle. This is fine. It initially caught me off guard with how fast they were flying through the air, but this is no big deal. This is no big deal. Damn it, I got greedy. I was trying to keep it there, in case, like, I wanted to keep it there for when I needed it. Yeah, okay. What? I didn't want to, what is this? Go away. Okay. Can I get a redo on this one? I got a little too greedy for my own good. I was trying to, I wanted to keep the, I wanted to keep the letter there, for when I needed it later, because I knew I was gonna have to spell it out later, but I, got a little bit too greedy. I didn't realize we were gonna start sending 1,000 letters at once. That was my fault. That was my bad. I was like, hey, I'll keep this A here for when I eventually need it later. Nope, that's not gonna happen.
Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey,
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
if this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now? That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all-in-your-minds trope makes you feel such cruel despair. But who cares? I revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line.
No, you didn't, because we've known that since the beginning of the game. You did not do that with a single line. You did the opposite of that, actually.
Because it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
Because it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
Because it's a game.
If I have to hear you say that one more goddamn time, you can't explain all your bullshit logic with, oh, it's just a video game, oh, because there are many video games that actually care to make their stories make sense, but then you just threw your hands up in the air and went, I don't know, things happen, I guess.
We're the only people here.
Because it's a game.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
Don't do it.
Because it's a game.
Shut the hell up.
Me. That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games.
Spoken as if games can only have worlds where anything goes, you idiot. That's not how this works.
So just force yourself to accept.
Oh my god, again with these writers. Oh, take accountability for your worlds, please, for God's sake. If you are writing your story and you ever have to put in a line that says, force yourself to accept our bullshit logic that makes no sense, accept it, goddammit. We didn't think about it at all, so you shouldn't think about it either. Never ever do that. Delete that line from your story and actually put time into making things make sense. Good Christ almighty. Never ever do this.
This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
Makes you avatars.
You better not say we're fictional characters.
Got some bad news for you, buddy.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain.
Hi, my name is not the Matrix.
Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something.
Hi, my name is not the Matrix.
Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators.
Just say the word.
I mean, avatar, right?
There you go.
An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
Your memories, obviously. Since then you can remember anything. School memories.
I see. What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
We're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy? Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
By definition, spoken as if those two things are diametrically opposed to each other. This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? I mean, you don't really have a choice in the matter. Make your argument. Okay, do we have to prove that it's a simulation? Well, that should be easy, because, excuse me, we had a list of subjects during which, obviously, the real Hiyoko was not the same as how she appeared in-game.
Is this really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
And my proof of this is the list of subjects that
What avatar?
I pushed the button game. I pushed the button, and then when I readjusted to try to shoot it again, it shot in a completely random direction.
What does that mean? You're
Fun, 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 fun!
Though you have no
Ay, 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 ay.
That must be it. Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There's a picture of Hiyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hiyoko we knew.
like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives, which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some age so much we didn't recognize them.
And you were saying that happened to Hiyoko?
It appears Hiyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our...
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, that's not how this works. No, wrong. No, because did you remember the second case where Fuyuhiko and Peiko were like, oh, we've been the bestest of friends for our whole lives? Yeah, did you? No, wrong. There's a kind of a glaring problem here.
You're the only one! Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. Well, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Echo and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have...
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world. We're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
Yes.
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
I call them simulated.
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
Okay, that's very different. Okay, that is very different from telling you you are being burned alive, and then you're not, but then you're like, oh my god, I'm being burned alive. It's very different from inflicting a wound and then dripping water to trick you into thinking you're hearing something you're not. Those two things are not equivalent. That's a false equivalency.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here, so we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Yes, this isn't a shocking concept. I don't know what you people are so, like, it was never a lie. It was always the truth that you were in a simulation. This isn't, what do you...
Then the Jabberwock Island we've been living
I see
on.
we're doing the first game thing again, where we spend an insane amount of time trying to prove something that we already know.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
It's like if we opened up and Monokuma said, "The Earth is round," and they all went, "What? What is this?" And then we have to spend 20 minutes proving to them that the Earth is in fact round, and then you're just like, why do I need to explain something so blatantly obvious to you people? That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything is all virtual work created by the New World program.
It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
That's why in the end, it was all just a creation. That's the truth. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Okay, I lied. Can we go back to the funhouse? That'd be preferable to looking at this for the rest of the... do not tell me this game is gonna force me to look at this bullshit background for the rest of the trial. That is this world's
If
truth.
everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game.
Yeah, but we can just keep Terra asleep, right? Like, we don't have to wake him up. We can keep him asleep.
Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life. So you are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
And it's a horrendous, like, that statement is so horrendously worded, but...
Don't tell me.
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
You could have just said that. You could have just said that if your consciousness dies in here, then because your consciousness isn't actually like it's not a part of your... You've transferred your consciousness into the game, therefore your body is now just a shell, so it doesn't really... It can't function anymore, so... you may as well be dead anyway. You could have just said that.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death. That's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
I'll say this much: at least they didn't go down that route. Because if it actually turned out that if you die in the Neo World program, it doesn't matter and you're just back to life anyway after it's all over, that'd be some grade A bullshit, lazy cop out writing if I've ever seen it. Not that I'd be surprised by it, because that's just how this game works. But it would have been really bad if they actually went down that route. So I'm glad to say that they at least have some stakes in this world.
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
No, you're forced to play this game. We were gonna have a nice fun field trip on an island before your stupid ass showed up.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing? Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then we were taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation.
You idiots don't really think... I'd like to remind you that Monokuma is the person who showed up to fix all this. Are you kidding me? They were here before. Why would Monokuma not have been here in the first place if you think... Okay, well, let's run through this logic. So in your heads, you think that what happened is Future Foundation kidnaps us, puts us in simulation. Then we wake up and Monomi and Chiaki here are like, hey, let's have a super happy fun time field trip and not worry about anything else. And then Monokuma, and then Future Foundation are like, what? This can't be happening. We gotta fix this. And so they send in Monokuma. It's like, no, that makes no sense. They would send in Monokuma first to make sure that the killing game happens, and they wouldn't even worry about Monomi in the first place. She was there from the beginning, you idiots. Why do I have to explain this to you? I didn't want to open the chat log. Is that it? Is that really it? No, of course it's not. It's a very oh my god, my eyes are actually gonna hurt. Oh my god. The first class trial, the first game's final trial was like 3 years long. I think it was 3 hours long. If this is the same as that, this is gonna, my eyes are gonna be dead by the end of this bullshit.
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation. I mean, a group that would make a killing.
They didn't make you play a killing game.
No, that's wrong.
Also, I do kind of like the 8-bit remix of the music.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Now, obviously, the question is, how the hell did a virus get uploaded into this thing in the first place, when Junko should be dead?
Yeah, it didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monomi.
Monomi, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
But that's also something we need to clear up. Monomi or Usami's role that she had in this world, she was the observer.
I see. She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right. She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-playable character.
Player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait. Did you just say 15 people?
You've forgotten how to count. We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
Did you already forget what happened at the end of the last trial? Do you remember what happened with Chiaki?
I see. Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
People, you already found out that... How pathetic are your memories? You literally just learned this at the end of the last trial that happened like a day ago at best.
So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
We already knew that.
Then she wasn't human?
Well, technically none of you were human, but yeah, she wasn't based on any... We already knew this! We already knew that! None of this is news!
Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Yeah, okay, and if you want to get into the semantics of whether an AI can be alive or not, then fine, let's go down this rabbit hole. Yes, Chiaki was alive in this world. She was a sentient being with thoughts and feelings. She was as alive as an AI can possibly be in this world. Absolutely. No denying that. But she still wasn't, like, she wasn't based on a human, or if she was, that human's dead. She wasn't based on a living human like the rest of you were. She didn't lie down in a tube and then connect her brain to the simulation. She was just implanted here. She's just code. So that's the semantics of this.
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Monokuma.
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for
No, she wasn't. She was for the...
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
And 5 seconds ago, we established Monokuma as the virus that invaded the Future Foundation. So, therefore, he's the enemy of the Future Foundation, so why would he refer to the Future Foundation as the good guys? He would obviously refer to them as his enemy, and therefore, as the world ender to lie to you. Please use your brains. I know you have them, because they're in this game. Please use them.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Thank you very much.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
Okay, so maybe you're trying to say, like, the higher-ups want us dead because we're the remnants of despair, but that doesn't matter because they're not the ones controlling us. The ones controlling us are Makoto and his friends, those members of the Future Foundation, and they're not our enemy. And either way, they're still not the world, and they're still the people trying to fix the world. The people at the top may have misguided methods for doing so, but they're still trying to fix the world. Makoto has simply chosen a smarter, better, more kind-hearted way to do that by turning us to their side instead of just killing us outright. For everyone who's here,
Those of us here.
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Main cast.
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What?
and look who it is.
Fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
Makoto? The person with whom I share the title screen for the Danganronpa 1.2 Reload collection on PS4 and 5.
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you,
I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy.
Welcome back to the party, sheep. We really missed you.
And right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey, what happened?
What is this? Isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude, it's as if he's being cautious of us.
I don't mind rescuing you guys, but before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
The situation we're in.
I think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program.
To turn you to your side of things instead of just killing you, because your bosses wanted to kill us, but you were like, no, let's actually, you know, turn them to our side and have them fight for us.
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program has another name.
Yep, that's exactly what. Yep. Hope Restoration Program.
Now, you should understand your true identity.
Our true identities?
Aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
Put it together and think. Yeah, thinking's pretty hard for these characters. I don't know if you noticed. Oh, great. Logic dive. My favorite. My favorite. Alright, let's hope. Let's hope this one is the last one of the game. Because I don't know how much more of this bullshit I can take. Okay, well. Starting off pretty fine. No magical things that pop out of the ground. I can handle this. It's as soon as they start adding some garbage, like things randomly appearing out of the ground, and then things become problematic. Alright, give me the first question. Give me the first question. Okay. Fine. Fine, I'll accept that one. That was my bad. Question 1. Who were the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? Hajime and the others. Jump! Made it. Made it. I like how Monokuma was one of the options. That was close. That was a little too close for comfort. We almost flung straight off the edge there. This is, you know what? That was close. This actually isn't so bad. Oh, I had to open my mouth and talk. Great, our floating little friends are back. Oh, and actually that was fine because this is just a straight line. Fine. I was gonna say our floating friends and our popping out of the ground friends are back. This is a really easy one. Who are the Remnants of Despair? Hajime and the others, as I told you. Alright, honestly, this is probably the easiest logic dive we've ever had. This is actually kind of, well, let's hold my words, let's not hold our breath just yet. Don't count chickens before they hatch, we gotta get out of this. You know what, we almost made it. We almost made it through a full logic dive section without clipping to the floor. We almost made it. We came so close to not clipping through the floor, but of course, that's too much to ask for this game. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. We should be close to the end, hopefully. It doesn't change the fact that this is still probably the best one so far. Not to say that it's a good, but just to say that it's significantly better than the other ones in the sense that there are less degrees of BS. Why were Hajime and the others put to recover them from despair? This is the easiest one ever. The choices were to recover them from despair or to fill them with despair. After being told 5 seconds ago that this is the Hope Restoration Program, what exactly do you think they would have been doing here? What? I landed on the pad and it just, okay. Please let that be the last one. I can't handle falling through the floor anymore.
Could it be the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys. That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
We're all Ultimate Despair?
Don't be stupid!
in the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation, we discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coup d'etats, wars.
Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world. Despair in human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are. The ultimate despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything, to burn everything, to kill everything.
We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie.
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all ultimate despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
No, it used to have profiles from after you entered the school, but Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Why? Why do you know something like that?
Anyway, it's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
Nagito learned the truth. What did he try to do to us? He tried to kill us. Are you trying to tell us to answer that? Yeah, he tried to, basically, he's like, hey, you all are kind of terrible people, so, let's just, I'll die to, oh, what is this? Why, oh, good Lord Almighty. Okay, then. That was a lot of things happening at once. Oh, good Lord. Alright, can I get another eye, please? Nope. Okay, just go. Give me that. And then I need 2 L's in a row. I wasted one of them. That's, oh. It just created a oh, that was convenient. That worked out nicely. Not again. Why do you do this to me? I don't like this. Okay, go get away. I just need a U. There we go, there's a U. Give me that. There's no S. Okay. Still fine. We're still doing just fine. I got rid of that. What do you mean? No, give me that. Okay, we're fine. Now we just need an A. Give me an A. And then, no, why did I get rid of that? Why did I hit the wrong button? Why did I do that? Don't touch it. Okay, yeah, that's lucky. That was lucky. That definitely grazed it, but I got lucky. Okay, there's an A. Give me that. And we have 1 L right here and another one right there, and we made it through. There we go. We're fine. Whew. That was close. Okay.
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, you learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair. And he tried to kill everyone except the traitor.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred toward despair. I sort of understand it.
Which means he chose the stupidest possible way to do it, because he clearly had a function. Okay, so now that we know that was his plan, let me tell you how dumb it was. Because he had a functional bomb. Like, we know the fireworks were all fake, but he chose to kill himself in the process. Okay, he chose to kill himself, and then force us to undergo a trial in which we would. He hoped that we would be like, it was a suicide. Let's vote him. Oh, we're all gonna die now because we were wrong. Which then leaves open the possibility that we would be smart enough to actually figure out what he did and that it was Chiaki who killed him, which would therefore save us and not Chiaki. But you would remove that possibility from the table if you simply lured them into the building like you clearly did anyway to where the bomb was, because then that bomb would take them out instantly and you wouldn't have to worry about having to go put through the trial and run the risk of them figuring out your plan and not until why are you? Oh my god, what is this game? Characters just don't make smart decisions. Like, they have an easy way to do what they want to do, and then they're like, nah, I'm gonna pick the dumb way because, lol, why not? Cool.
Don't mess with us. Why do we have to be treated like the bad guys?
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school. But it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair.
So if the game's gonna tell me that the entire summary of the tragedy is crazy girl talked to some people and said oogity boogity, you're evil now, and go kill people, and that's literally it. Oh my god, that is wow.
In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
Family, friends, and our own bodies. Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth.
What was that just now? A memory? But that person, that was Nagito, right? What?
It appears you've remembered a little. Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
Wait, what? What is going on? Wait, okay. So obviously, since we were just given this is gonna have to play into what's gonna happen. What?
There's obviously some kind of mistake.
Ah!
There's no way we're ultimate despair.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family.
Oh, is it gonna be because? Oh, because we saw it. What? This! I hate this! Who made this? Who wrote
Being
this?
tricked by the Future Foundation.
Oh my
Doubt.
god. Okay. I hit the triangle button once, and the game's like, oh wait, you were gonna get a fair gameplay section? No. We can't be having any of that shit. So it denied my input, and then doubled over, so it's like, okay, the first input didn't, well, let me try again. But then I tried the second input, and it's like, wait, I just showed up with the purple words of, with the bullshit purple words of death. Here you go, take some purple words that appeared right in front of my cursor. It's like, great, thanks game, you dicked me over with the stupid input drop, and now you dicked me over with the purple words. Awesome! You love to see it, dude. Anyway, what they're trying to say is because we had a vision of Nagito, therefore the body wasn't destroyed, but you shouldn't need that to prove your... Oh my god, it is so uncanny how similar the faces are when you put them right next to each other. You shouldn't need that to prove your case, because you should know your bodies aren't destroyed because they have to be in the building for your body, for you to be in a simulation, and also clearly your bodies aren't destroyed, you idiots. Also, I love it how when you're back into a corner, you just have to give in here, take some evidence. You didn't have this before, but now you do. There you go. Like,
Cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm.
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm. What? He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within him.
I don't get this at all.
Okay, that's one example. You need a lot more than that. My point was, your bodies are clearly not destroyed if they're here at all, you idiots. But then he's like, oh, I mean, well, he cut off his arm, Walking Dead style, so now I guess he's like part of her or whatever.
Ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom?
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
Why?
It's too soon to feel sick. That's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done. Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation.
What the f***?
others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them.
What the fuck?
Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide.
What the fuck?
One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair?
What is this?
And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
You tried to do what? What? How do you... Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Why? Who wrote this? What do you mean? What the fuck? What is this game? Also, what is this bird box? What do you mean they forced them to commit suicide? I didn't want to open this stupid...
Just stop! That's just a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit!
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling. But there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created, too.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation. If we remove the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So, you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success, even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope fragments. Nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
What a phenomenal success. Over half the class died. Great. What, I see this as an absolute win, says Makoto.
Do that? We can get out of here?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
I don't think they need them.
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
It means by uploading our avatar's memory to our bodies, we're also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's what... no, that's not how this works. Okay, Alright, so... now we're gonna get into consciousness, because that's what this game needed to tackle next. So, if what you're telling me is you put the body down in the tube thing, you plug in the body to the computer, which uploads the brain into the computer, the brain does its things in here, and then comes out, like, this is, okay, so, actually an apt comparison would be, well, obviously the Matrix, because the Matrix, like, you know what, I'm not even gonna use it. I was gonna use a more obscure example. I don't need anything more than the Matrix to prove my point. So, you put the body down, you connect them to the simulation, and then that's it. It's not two separate consciousness, it's the same consciousness being transferred between two bodies. So, if you plug yourself in here, this is you right now. They erased your memory, yes, but that doesn't mean anything, because you're still you. You still have your personality traits. You are still Hajime, you are still Akane, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiku. Everybody, Sonya, that you're still who you are, in spite of the fact that you lost your memories. You wouldn't be replacing you wouldn't be erasing anything. You're just returning to your body. That's not how this... That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is a Neo World program.
What happens to the people whose avatars die?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing you can do.
Don't you have backups? Like, can't you just... So if this is a simulation, then why don't you just revert it back to a certain point after we leave and then get their avatar, get their consciousnesses back?
You're saying they'll never wake up.
Like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. If you have to upload it onto a computer, it would definitely be saved somewhere. That's just how this works.
Damn it. Damn fucking
Unless you're incompetent programmers, you definitely would have made states. You would have made save states along the way that you can revert back to in case something goes wrong.
Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options. If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, living an eternal tropical life in a computer simulation doesn't exactly sound like the worst thing in the world.
Well,
especially since Chucky has all those video game consoles in her house.
World, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is... What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here?
You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game for...
No, 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 you are not forcing me to play Danganronpa 2 forever and ever. No, 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 no. It may be an option for the characters in game to return to the tropical life, but you are not. Forcing me to play this game forever and ever would be the worst punishment imaginable.
Ridiculous. If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap.
You and me both, buddy.
Still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
What do you mean? What do you mean sacrifice the others? They're already dead. They're already dead. You can't, because these programmers are incompetent. Not the Danganronpa one. I mean, they are, because they created a floor where the geometry isn't functional and you fall to the floor. But I mean the people who programmed the Neo World program. Like, there's no way they wouldn't have created save states along the way that you could, and I don't mean save states as in the traditional video game state. I mean, like, when you're, during the code progress, there are states that which you can revert back to while you're developing it to revert it in the case of an emergency. So why don't you just reset to one of them, extract their consciousnesses, and then insert them into the bodies? This is not hard.
Asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even?
You're right. We've been trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, all the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this. Something's not right. How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? Is he just trying to stay quiet and overlook us getting out of the game world? Then everything Monokuma did would be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we get out, or... Well, the game clearly wants me to say this, but I don't know what...
Wait, can we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like Sonia?
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange. You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. As I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Oh, did they? Oh, did they? Oh, okay. So it's not actually Makoto. They just brought in a fake Makoto to make us think it's him. But then they're actually going to be like, hey, actually, yeah, listen, you like Makoto, right? You like sheep, right? Yeah, well, follow the sheep, follow the herd of sheep out of the simulation. We're not going to do anything to you, but we're totally going to kill you when you get out of here against his wishes. Don't worry about that. Just go leave. Yeah, go ahead. Nothing else will go wrong. Is that what we're getting at here? Okay, fine, whatever. So do we have to prove that in that case? Well, in that case. I guess the email is going to be what we need because we need to prove it's two different people.
I'm going to save you guys.
Why aren't you listening to me? Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
And apparently, we are actually the bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
But I have an email proving that you did, buddy.
Hold on. Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation? Then how do you explain your action? I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you. In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair, which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Is that email for real? Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later.
No! What? Hey, Akane, this person who's actually telling us to get out might actually be trying to kill us. Akane's like, we'll deal with that later. That's no big deal. Please use your brain, people.
Monokuma, those clues we found were all real, right?
Gasp!
And that's not the only contradiction. What this Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told. To me, those words seem much more real. If so, the person in front of us is...
Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
He's trying to interfere, then. To prove whether the Makoto Naegi is real or not, I'm gonna shove that in his face. What? Oh, are we gonna need to use... Oh, it's gonna be the... Oh, my favorite! My favorite! I love this game. This is my favorite, dude. It's my favorite. My favorite. I love this one. This is so... This is my favorite. This is my favorite game out of all of them. It's so well designed. It definitely doesn't control my inputs. This is the best game in the world. I love this one so much. Oh, at least hope. You know what? Hopefully it'll be the last one. Here's hoping that this is gonna be the last one we do for the entire game, and then we never have to play it ever again. How many shields do you have? Good Christ Almighty! Oh great, now this again. Now this again. Oh great, now I can't even see what's happening. Okay, we're doing it apparently. We're doing it apparently. I don't know how. Great, I'm out of. I can't replenish my supply. I don't know how this is. Okay, just go. Let's do this again. Like it functions well enough when my ammo is at full, but the second I have to reload my ammo, I'm pressing the button that it's 11037. Like, it works while my ammo is at full, but the second I have to start reloading, the button that the game tells me to press to reload doesn't work.
Makoto Naegi, that's who you really are. Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle? 11037.
What was that again?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it? Can you even answer?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out. Then you're...
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track!
Oh no. No.
Disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right?
Then... that was just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just wanna kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
Obviously to bait us into getting killed.
That was trying to get us out to the real world. Then that's your plan? Is that where your trap is?
Man, they saw right through me! I may as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did you set?
Hey, if you know what's good for you, you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed! This isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
You literally kill people!
This game is already over!
This game is over? No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no way this can end before I've even transformed!
Oh no.
Transform?
Oh no.
Transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game? You know what game I'm talking about. Final...
Don't say it.
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll skip the second.
I've never actually played a Final Fantasy game before.
Straight to
I don't plan on doing it anytime soon.
final form.
You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out.
What is going on? What? I have a bad feeling about this. Like the inside of my brain is burning, sizzling, a really, really bad feeling.
Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories. I'm gonna die.
Oh my fucking god, what?! What is this game?! Who wrote this?! Look at that! Look at that! What is this? What the fuck? Oh my god! What is this game? What am I playing, dude? What am I playing? What is going on? I don't even have time to be mad about the fact that they just fucking revived Junko, because of course they did. It's just, look at that model! Look at the 3D model! Oh my god! Look, what is this game? Wait, oh, there's too much to say in too little time. Let's just continue with the bullshit.
Am I hallucinating?
Oh, how I wish.
I know anything goes here, but this is clearly not fucking okay.
Oh, this is where you draw the line. Giant crazy lady is where you draw the line, but everything else happens up until this one. Look at that! Look at that model. Who wrote this?
See, so that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl. But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small?
Yeah, I had a feeling the game was gonna go in that direction as soon as she said that, and then I'm like, nah, they're not that dumb, and then I'm like, oh wait, yes they are.
She's huge! She's way too huge! But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game, Niferella.
Said it anyway.
I
What?
see.
Why was it? What?
An estimated bus size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs
Who
are
wrote
hopelessly
this?
huge.
What am I playing? What is going on in this game? I have never been this I've never been at this much of a loss for words ever before. What is going on? What is even happening? And why was that a shot that you focused? You zoomed in on the,
Hey, want me to squish you in between?
Why?
Feels good
What
to
is
know.
this? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? What is going on in this game? Oh my god. What am I playing? What am I playing? Okay, so if we can get past this, let's just talk about what this means. So, somehow, Junko Inashima has been revived, and she's back at it again. Oh, fun.
I get fucking crushed.
If this was a pandering glittering fan service game full of pretty girls. There'd be a CG close-up of...
You did exactly that 2 seconds ago! You did exactly that 5 seconds ago. What are you talking?
Too bad.
Okay, the
This
next...
isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss.
What am I playing?
So fucking hopeless!
Oh, how much I missed this delusional character.
This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean.
Is it just me, or did her personality change?
Oh, this you notice, but Nagito? Nah, that's beyond your realm of perception.
I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking.
You are not bored at all. I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
How do the voice actors take this seriously? She had to read that line with a straight face. How did they do this? Even when you're dead, does that mean... Is this person's true identity? Yes, obviously it's Junko Inoshima.
I see. Are you Junko Enoshima?
Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
It's true. I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez. Stupid. You're the one who made me go. And why is someone who died here right now? Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego?
What?
Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
What?
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy
You did
bullshit.
what?
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive.
Oh, of course you did. Yeah. Yep. Yep, of course you did. Of course that happened. That's... You didn't... You... I... He... She... I... They... Just... I... Boy. Alright. I'm gonna spoil Halo 4 and Halo 5. And if you don't want that, then just go ahead and skip ahead a couple minutes. So, at the end of Halo 4, Master Chief and Cortana, in order to save the world from the Didact, what Cortana has to do, because she was already dying from rampancy, which is like a AI version of cancer or Alzheimer's, essentially. So she sacrifices herself to save the day, which leads to one of the most emotionally gripping scenes in any video game I've ever played, where she has to say goodbye to Cortana after years of working together as combat partners and as partners in general, like as friends and as teammates. But then Halo 5 came about, and then just decided, oh, by the way, she's alive again. Cortana came back to life. Why? Oh, well, because, there was actually a cure for rampancy all this time. You just have to touch the domain thing. There you go, problem solved, she's back now. Yay, we did it. Only this time she's a villain. Yeah, well, guess what? We're back at it again, but this time with Junko Inoshima. Because she was dead in the first game, she killed herself, but, don't you know, foolish mortals? Obviously, the whole time, she made herself an AI. Don't you know? Of course that would happen. Because she has knowledge of artificial intelligence. Because this was established by the first game. Obviously. Such bullshit.
And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
You're telling me, Hajime. This insane bitch is Junko Inoshima. She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Hope's Peak Academy, the destruction of the world, the one who took over the Neo World program and forced us to kill each other is all this bitch is doing. Even so, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's Junko Inoshima, don't...
And think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road. So, let's all be friends.
What? What?
Hell no! Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
Huh?
Tampered with the graduation program?
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right?
Please, let's please move on from this topic and go back to talking about consciousnesses. That conversation was so much easier to have than dealing with everything that just happened in the past 10 minutes. Like, oh my god.
I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks.
So if I can extend a single point to this game, I will say this much. Her voice actor, I love her voice actor. She's done a phenomenal job portraying this character. I will say that much. Her voice acting is phenomenal. I will grant the game that. But good god, this character is...
That's why I decided to resurrect them.
What? You did what?
This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
Resurrect? Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
Don't WandaVision me, game. Don't pull WandaVision on me.
It was like real hard, you know? The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted code.
Man. What's up, Doc?
It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in a microwave and nuke it.
And you're telling me this person was able to turn himself into an AI? Really?
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Good lord, I hope not.
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right? By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
Okay, so she's talking about Jabberwock Park because that's the only place where there was a clock that was actively ticking down. We're completely at our mercy. But if we can't progress unless we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took for Junko Inoshima to modify the graduation program? I have to answer that question? So we're watching how long it took. If so, the certain place watching that was... Oh, okay, yeah, just... So, I was correct. My answer was correct. Great, there we go.
The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
How brilliantly wrong! You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
I was gonna say, I don't think it would take that long to make the changes that you've, like, okay, if we want to get into the realism of the practicality of adjusting a computer program and editing the code, which, first of all, while it's happening, while it was updated, maybe that's the justification as to why everyone came back Avengers Endgame style, because, like, the program was updating while we were doing it and while we were going into the building. That'd be a cool justification, actually. But the idea that it would take that long to do while it was happening, when you were able to upload Monokuma instantly, I don't know about that one.
Wrong? And what was it?
How should I put this? I was just goofing around. I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server? You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
This game does not get to tell me what is and isn't predictable in storytelling. After the bullshit it's pulled, you do not get to talk about predictability in storytelling.
She's seriously messed up.
Well, in a way, the the countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program while you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces. I was working so hard on my own, you know?
Did the Future Foundation just let this happen? Like they just let her, because someone had to physically upload her into the thing. So they just let it happen. They just sat idly by while she messed with everything. Really? They're just like, oh, she has the potential to turn them all back into Ultimate Despairs. All right. Well, I guess I'll just sit around and do nothing while that happens.
Enough with this pointless crap. Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
Like I said, it's easy.
It's a yes or no question. Yes or no. Didn't want to open that.
Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real.
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
You just said like 10 minutes ago that if we believe something it's real, and therefore that it does affect the... Oh, the game where you use my own logic against me and point out the glaring contradictions in my own statements is over. I'm gonna be right all the time and not listen to any counterpoints because I'm just so sucked into my own little fantasy world over here. Who wrote this?
Fine. I won't worry about it. Hey.
What?
Who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who...
Oh, wow. Can this game just stop for like 5 minutes? Who cares about logic? Don't think, just accept, consume product, then get excited for next products. Don't think, turn off that pesky brain ears.
If we do not understand the principles behind...
Thank you, Sonya. Thank you, Sonya, for caring about logic.
Anything goes in this world.
No!
That's
such a lazy...
If a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life.
You are comparing increasing the scale of a 3D model in a video game to reviving a dead consciousness. Those things are not equivalent.
She's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program. How are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the
Just
real world.
answer the f***ing question.
If we go back, what do you get out of it? What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is.
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget.
Hey, what are you planning to do with us when we go to the real world? Oh my god, you're so petty, focusing on all the little details, like what I'm gonna do to you. Oh my god, who cares?
All I want is to put on this graduation performance in a more dramatic way.
Maybe the next time you start lecturing us, try to do it without your elbow clipping through the table.
Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for, like, forever!
It does feel like forever, doesn't it?
As we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Plus everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
You are right. There is no way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip. Your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful. That's just more reason for you to execute your role as divisive.
Devices?
Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with exposition and hurry up and do it. Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you? I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it. You don't have to say, who are you talking to? It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
Chump? Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
I severely doubt that.
So we just have to press graduate, right?
If we do that, we can go home, right?
I can go back. With this, I can finally go back. He's right. With this, we can finally go back. This will be the end. And our friends who died will be saved. That's way beyond what we expected. Then it's safe to say this is the good ending, right? okay. Alright, let's excuse me, slow down and try to think for a second here. Okay, so pressing repeat is not an option, because then that locks us into the possibility of us never being able to escape. Our choices are either don't press anything or press graduate. The problem here is we don't know what the implications of this are. We don't know what, like, because we've just spent the past 10 minutes dancing around everything, we don't know what anything means. If we press this, are we gonna become her puppets and she's gonna turn us into the ultimate despair again, or not? Will our friends be revived or not? Does consciousness matter? Do actions matter? Did anything matter? What is... I don't know the... What do you... Can I save? Hold on, wait, let me see. If I can save, hold on. Let's see if we can save. Okay, I've saved at this point, so if this goes wrong, I can just revert back to this point and we'll try something else. We're gonna try press graduate and see if that works. What?
This is Junko's trap.
And suddenly the real Makoto shows up to save the day. Okay.
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again.
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
This guy is the real Makoto Naegi.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown.
Pointing out the stupid doesn't make it not stupid.
And thus, the main character gallantly appears. So cool! Drooling! So much!
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone. And then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all.
I'm drooling! I can't stop my leaking!
Oh my good lord.
Were you able to get here, Makoto? Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, he must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
You always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap?
It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully after all this. I can't let you get in the way.
Someone shows up and says, wait, this is a trap. You're all gonna make a big mistake if you do that. And you're like, I don't care. Just let me do the thing I want to do. It's like you're standing at the edge of a cliff and you're like, I want to jump off this cliff. I want to fly like an eagle. And then someone shows up and goes, no, don't do it. You're gonna crash into the rocks below and die. And then you go, foolish mortal. I've been trying all day to get to this cliff, and then here you are trying to ruin my fun. Well, guess what? I've worked too hard to fly like an eagle, and I can't let you get in the way now. That's how stupid you sound, for Yuhiko.
The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap. She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Thank goodness.
Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
You know her goal?
Yeah. Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
This is my surprised face.
Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the...
How do you steal a skill from someone? What do you mean? What do you mean she stole his?
What? Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
What the fuck? Like the real world. Once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered.
Due to inept programming on your end.
It's actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear.
Why did you even let him in here?
And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
The data of everyone who died is stored within you, then why don't you just revive the... Oh, did anybody proofread this? Who wrote this? You just said within 5 seconds of each other, there's no way to revive them, followed by the way, I have the data of everybody who died in here. They're all still here, so, you know.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko. So, I know some things that'll make you happy. I can play a version of Keiko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I don't think Fuyuhiko would have, if they're truly like lifelong family, essentially each other's family, there's no way he would go, oh yeah, sure, change how she was. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to change her. No, who would write this?
Don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here! After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world!
What?
A whole army of me!
Junko Land will be complete!
What?
That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and...
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
That's not an answer.
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
The reason she wasn't able to do that? Oh, is it because of the school trip rules doesn't allow her to do that? Okay, fine.
Got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow up. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
So, the rules were protecting us?
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other. Because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You try to make us choose graduate, so you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
I'm glad it took you this long to figure that out.
How can you be so cruel?
Now, admittedly, I didn't think she was gonna literally take over the bodies. I thought she was just gonna convert them into being despair-oriented. I didn't think she was gonna literally replace them all with herself.
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
Except the students from the first game, which is contradictory to everything we learned about her, but okay.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly? Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
I'd like to remind everybody that like 30 minutes ago, Makoto, well, fake Makoto, said that people tried to have children with her dead body. Who wrote this?
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Could it be she's talking about them? Oh, okay. It's okay, fine. Okay.
Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
Spoken like this is Bird Box, and you just... How does... You can't...
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate.
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
What the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game for...
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped.
Well, lucky for you, we have this thing called a shutdown sequence that Makoto provided for us.
Nothing to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game. Even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs kill each other off? That this is just too...
Yet. There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is. Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
Then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get out that Junko doesn't know about it might be... Well, obviously it's the freaking shutdown sequence. Wow, that was a... I perfectly scrolled to that one.
I see. Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergency.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The reason... Oh, because, yeah, we don't have enough people. Because, right, he said we need more than... Yeah, right, okay.
Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya.
Okay, so... You mean Makoto created a shutdown program that can only be activated at the very end of the game? Really? That was your Okay.
The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command?
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Oh, well. Look who decided to show up. Okay. That's nice. I have no issue. I have no issues with this. I have issues with this. I have a lot of issues with this.
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come.
Kyoko, Byakuya.
Better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for two people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made
Why
it.
did? Why didn't you just enter one at a time? What?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Who wrote this?
Byakuya, you're alive. But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
You shut up too.
Didn't you just miss how much of an asshole he was to everybody?
No, it's probably not just that.
Tragedy, if the Killing School Life is referring to that.
Are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yeah, basically they just said, we won't, basically, let me describe to you the climax of the first game for you. Okay, Junko says, be consumed by ultimate despair, and then they all said, no! And then she said, alright, and then killed herself. That's basically what happened.
That's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despair.
Oh, good lord.
They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
You said it again! Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her and this.
So why haven't you done it already? Just do it now! Do it now! And it's best of world? Can I ask you something?
Do shut down the program. What will happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
That would have been nice to know an hour ago.
Doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you enter the program.
Okay, I see the problem here. That is a bit problematic. In that case, wait, no it's not, because if you delete her alter ego, she can't reinsert herself because she'll be deleted. So all you have to do is just run the program again, this time as intended, and they'll be you can go through the Hope Restoration program again. This isn't a problem for us whatsoever.
Is there a reason
else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program...
If we're going to revert to original selves, yeah, it reverts back to the ultimate despairs. Yeah, loose monocoins.
I see! Does that mean we'll go back to being ultimate despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
Yeah, they do, but the Future Foundation doesn't, but these people don't. These people are our friends.
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like...
And by the way, was the ginormous 3D model of Junko really necessary? They had to spend time and money developing that. Was it really necessary?
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased.
You mean the trauma of all you people having to kill each other? Yeah, I'm sure you're really eager to keep those memories.
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
Why? Why would you not want that?
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless vanish? Does that include her too? If we lose the memories of this world, are we also going to forget she ever existed? If that happens, does it really mean that she in existence confined to this world is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us and we won't even remember she existed.
Not all, that'll go back to normal.
So that's not, okay, that's not how this works. So she still existed? Like, she still okay, so if I type up a script for a video, okay? It's on my computer, I type it up, and then when I'm done, I delete it. I don't do that anyway because the text files are so unbelievably small, it doesn't even matter. But if I did, like, let's say I delete it afterwards. That doesn't, like, and then you turned to me and you went, oh my god, the script never existed at all. Oh, what a horrible thing. It's like, no, it's gone. It's deleted, but that doesn't mean it never existed. I don't think you understand how files work. Please use your brain a little bit. So, like, and unless you're going to say, like, hey, if we don't remember it, then no one's. I like the idea that you're trying to be Coco, which is a phenomenal movie, where the idea is, like, if you stop, if there's no one left alive who remembers who you are, then you disappear from the land of the dead. Again, phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen Coco, go watch it. It's outstanding. One of the best of Pixar's catalog. But the fact that this game's trying to pull it off is really, really silly, because it's not the same thing at all, because she still existed, she still was in this game, and she did her part to save us all. Just because you, like, if I wake up tomorrow and I forget that I played this game, that doesn't mean I didn't play this game. I still played it, I just forgot. That's not how this, and even if you do think that that's how it works, Makoto, Kyoko, and Bikyu are all there and they still know she existed. They can tell the stories of what happened. You people don't think about anything.
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
You won't remember what happened.
You're not joking. That is your
Who
past.
wrote this?
Nope.
We don't know anything about that past. Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me...
People who claim to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest. Huh? Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing.
I can't get over how f***ing stupid this is. Like, someone made this model.
You'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair. And your dead friends will never be revived.
I mean, that's not that was constant from the beginning. It's always been a constant that the friends aren't coming back. That's just permanent.
And of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win?
All right! Things are starting to heat up!
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
What?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people.
Oh, okay. Alright, game. Alright, I'll give you some points for this one. That's actually pretty clever. I will give you some, okay. I mean, it's not enough to save your ass because the rest of this makes no goddamn sense about her revival and just, this is so much about this that makes no sense. But I will give you some points because now you've created a dilemma. Wouldn't that be cool if they actually made you make a choice about this? Because where we're going here, where this is going to lead to, is because she just said that she was trying to lure the team from the first game that killed her off back here. So that she could trap them in the simulation with her. So the choice is either we let the Ultimate Despairs go and live their lives normally, or, excuse me, we let the team from the first game go and they can keep doing good work to save the world while they all suffer in here with Junko. Because as the game's presented it, they can't escape because of the stupid way that the shutdown sequence works. I don't know why you would ever design. It's just, it's a process. But you know what? I'll give points. I don't know that it'll actually let us make that choice, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. Pretty clever little twist there, game.
Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question? As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? There's people Junko lured, the method. I should try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there. I will give some credit where credit is due. That's a pretty clever twist there, game. Okay. Let's hope, because it's the second one of the episode, so this damn well better be the last logic dive that we have to do. Also, this is just a straight line. There's nothing here. It's just a straight line. It's just a straight line. Oh, here we go. Finally. Okay, what was that? What was the point of that? That was just a long straight line that was there for. Okay, that was weird. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay. Well, I guess that was why did they? Okay. I don't know why they had that long intro, but you know, it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Okay. So I'm actually curious to see how they're gonna pull this off because I don't with the rules the game has, I'm willing to let that one. That might have been my bad because I was kind of straddling the line between being on it and off it. So I'm willing to let that one go. That one wasn't as egregious of a clipping to the floor as all the other ones were. I'm willing to let that one slide. But yeah, so now I know I can stay here because this doesn't actually need me to jump. Can we get a question, please? I'd like a question at some point, please. 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 Why? Okay, that was close. Question, please. Question, thank you. Okay. Who did they want to load the Future Foundation here? As we established. And since she said she didn't care about the outcome of the school life, she clearly just wanted to lure them here by saying, hey, look, it's a killing school life. Remember when we did that? Come back, friends. I want to trap you here. It's all part of my master plan. Great. Okay, well, is there going to be another straight line? No, but it's not. It is decidedly not going to be that. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That was... Yeah. Oh, good lord, please turn. Thank you very much. I hope I have enough time to get through this, because I really don't want to do this again. But I have a sneaking suspicion I am not going to have enough time to get through this. And I'm not going to be happy because of it. Oh, good lord. Okay, but on the bright side, what bait was used to killing? I'm banking on the fact that this is going to be the final logic dive, and then once we beat this, we never have to play this stupid minigame ever again. Oh, great, my floating friends are back. Oh, great, my floating friends are back. Back at it again. Okay, we're fine. We made it through. We're good. We're all good. All's fine. All's well in the world. Just one more gauntlet to go, and then we get one more question, and then we're out. We're out of this logic dive forever. And hopefully we're rounding up to the end of this freaking game, because we've almost been at this for 2 hours now. Now, I know that the first game's final trial took 3 hours, but still, I'm hoping, because the other class trials all had intermissions. I pressed triangle game. Oh, this is a crap checkpoint. Oh, this is a very crap, I pressed it again! Oh, game, this checkpoint's crap, and the inputs are even crapper. Yeah, I guess crappier is the more appropriate term, but still, okay. I have less than a minute to go. Those are some tight turns. Oh my good lord. This is fine. I have less than a minute to go. Come on, buddy. Get me to the end. I do not want to do this again. There had better be a question here soon. There had better be a question here real soon. Please let us speak. Yes, okay. What did the Junko use to force him to watch the killings and surveil? Oh, you pieces of shit! You pieces of shit! I could... No, don't get mad yet. Just let me get through this. Don't even think about it, game. Please, please, please. No, please, 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 please. Please, please. Ah! Ah! Fuck the hell off, game. And you know, the thing that's pissing me off is like, yes, it's really stupid to have your finale defined by the fact that you have to not your knowledge of what happened and your ability to answer questions correctly and think logically, but it's based on, hey, how quickly can you read through these very similar words to find the spelling inconsistencies, all of which are different from each other. But like, that's not even the thing that was the final nail in the coffin. The final nail in the coffin was the fact that that I realized which one was the correct one at the last second and tried to switch to it, but you know what happened? I fell through the floor again! Yay! I love this mini game so much. This had better not make a return in Danganronpa 3 or Danganronpa V3 or whatever. But I pressed triangle game. By the way, I know it's not the third game of the trilogy. That's the anime serves as the canonical finale to this trilogy, which I can't wait to watch. I pressed it again, game. Can't wait to watch that and see how it is. I'm sure it'll be nothing but fun times and happiness. But so is it supposed to be like is Danganronpa V3 a different group of people that just has nothing to, or is it like the future or the past or I fell through the floor again, I love it, or something like that? Is it like a past group of people, a future group of people, or is it just a different group of people non-related to this, or is it literally just a series, like a reboot of the franchise, and it's supposed to be a completely different group of people? Sorry, a completely different universe, that like a alternate reality reboot kind of thing. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be. All I know is that it's, I jumped too early, that was my fault. All I know is, oh, this checkpoint falling to the floor again. I love it. I just know that it's not these characters, it's not this world, it's something else. So, I don't even know why the decision was made. Like, why would you not make the finale of your game in the, like, the story was introduced in the trilogy, so why didn't you finish it in the games? You finished it in external material. Like, I don't get that. It's really weird, but whatever. Let me just get through this stupid logic dive again, and then we can finally be done with this. I swear, if we have to do a third logic dive today, I might actually break something. Which might happen anyway because of dropped inputs! Fun! I hate this so much. I hate this. I hate this goddamn game. I hate this goddamn game so much. Who made this? Who playtested this? And how quickly can they be fired? I love this game, dude. It's my favorite game of all time. Look at that. Look at that. I love it when you fall through the floor because it means you can't learn from your mistakes, and it's entirely a luck. It's all chance. Does the game like you today or not? Will you fall through the floor or not? It's totally out of your control, and it's entirely at the hands of whether the game decides to like you or not through random garbage. It's my favorite. I love it. It's so good, dude. It's so good, dude. I don't think you understand how ingenious this game is. It is so good. It is like mastery. It is a masterpiece. It's the best game I've ever played from every facet of game design. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Surveillance cameras, not surveillance caramel or surveillance cameras or whatever. Did we do it? Are we done? Can we finally be done with this game, please? 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 Please let me be done with this stupid game. Yes, oh my god, finally! Oh, that was so bad. That was really bad. Oh, we finally did it, though. We finally did it. Oh, now we can go back to the story. Oh boy, what fun.
Coming together. Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School line, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding, ding, ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You sure did.
I will never be clean now. Please forget what you saw.
So you guys were watching.
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. Which I realize upon saying that even that word choice is a little, maybe not my best word choice in the world. But let's move on from this one.
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone.
So, you could have brought them in, like, you didn't have to wait until now to do this. You could have trapped them in at the beginning. You didn't need to...
If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
Which is dumb because you didn't... Okay, so the only reason they couldn't get to you until now is because you stopped them from doing it. They were trying to get in the whole time. If I were on this team and I saw Monokuma, the first thing I'm doing is running over to the simulation control panel and trying to get either... Okay, if I can't shut it down, then I'll get in and try to fix it from the inside. Which means you, and they just said you were blocking them out the whole time. Which means you are the one who waited for them to show up until now. Which means you clearly do care about the killing game because you wouldn't have waited to do it otherwise.
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
And what was your plan if the people in the game didn't actually follow suit?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please. That sounds as though we
wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program to provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime. That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
The game's about to lose me. I'm almost at the point where I'm just ready to just give up. I'm almost at the point where I'm gonna give up on the game because like I've been working over. My brain's been going overdrive, trying to rationalize everything, and it's about to go. This game is beyond saving.
This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule. But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The teacher's final decision. Yeah.
As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that all too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like we shouldn't have talked so much.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line.
Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Look up on their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well... Junko, I don't care what you say. It's true that they walked the wrong path before. But that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to fly like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Oh my god.
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
Will you just get on with it already? This is the same problem as the first game. It just goes on and on and on, and it never fucking ends.
Never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind kinda worried about that.
Hey, Danganronpa writers, don't give advice on how to write mysteries. You don't know what the f you're doing.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru Kamakura?
That name I've heard before. The person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. He was also the founder of the Academy.
I see. Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
You thought Shunko and Ashima killed them? Don't say such cool things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
What? I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Come again?
Already? If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
I'm gonna need you to walk me through this one here, Betty.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
What? Wait, this game just does not stop. It just keeps going. It keeps going. And now we're... Why... Game, quit while you're ahead. Less is more sometimes. What are we doing?
For being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
How can someone from the reserve course...
And I'm gonna guess we need proof, in which case I'll get out the stupid whole plan thing.
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Yeah, you and me both.
Created hope?
Oh my god! Oh, you... I hate this. Stupid purple words. I was correct that we're gonna have to use this to... Okay, Why does this game just never stop? It just... Game, you don't need... Sometimes less is more, game. You don't need to constantly bombard us with plot twist after plot twist to keep things interesting. You could quit while you're ahead. You don't... What are you doing? What is this?
Cultivation plan. What is that?
What you already have is broken. You don't need to add more onto the pile.
I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
create?
For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Wow. Wow. That is the stupidest... Okay. Don't give up yet, brain. Don't... You gotta stick out a little while longer to get to the end of this stupid game. Oh, what? Okay, so... Let's just review that real quick. So, they wanted to create a genius, and they named the project after Izuru Kamakura. Which means that the explanation I had for trying to cover this up just went out the window. I came up with a plan for this game to explain why they would have wanted to cover this up. And they don't have that anymore, because it's not what I thought it was. And in case you're gonna say, oh, you're just not happy it wasn't what you want. I don't care if it was what I wanted or whether it was what I said it was gonna be or not. It just needed to be something that made sense. I provided an option that would make sense, but it wasn't the only one that would make sense. There were a million other things you could have done, and they chose this instead. There is now no reason for the school to have covered it up, because it makes no sense for them to have done that. How long have we been at this for? Over 2 hours. I've been sitting here for over 2 hours. And we're still not done. We are still not done. We're still going.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else. You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat. What? See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Also, since I've just stopped caring about this, because this is just like, it's just like, yeah, you know it's not gonna make sense. I've already explained it all. Unless they want to throw something else my way, I got nothing left. So let me just instead point out how jarring it is to cut back and forth between 2D models and giant life-size 3D Junko.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously. It's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now. So even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Oh my god. 2 hours ago you said, wait, but we can smell, we have senses of smell and touch and all that. What do you mean? So, and now you're like, oh, but like you actually don't feel anything, so ha 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 ha. Also, I like the idea that the game thinks that saying, oh, by the way, Hajime was tortured and abused to become the ultimate hope or whatever garbage they're going for here. If they think that's enough, that's not how this works at all. And I would cite The Fall of Reach, both the book and animated adaptation, as in a reference where they go into detail of the Spartan 2 indoctrination program and the horror and terror and agony and brutality and torture they went through. Like, they don't just tell you it, they show it to you in, like you don't... One is really powerful as a scene, and the other one is laughable. I'll let you figure out which one is which.
Did they really do something like that?
And what even is the what is the natural endpoint here? Like, what does this have to? Regardless of what the end result of this conversation is, it doesn't change anything because you're still stuck with the dichotomy of either stay here and trap her, or leave and let her loose. You're still stuck with that. It doesn't matter how this turns out. This has no impact on anything. And if you're gonna say, oh, well, the ultimate hope caused the ultimate tragedy or whatever. No, he didn't. Because it was still Junko, fundamentally, and whether that happened or not, Junko just cut that out of the game. It changes nothing. Because Junko would still be doing her thing with all the other people to manipulate them all into destroying the world. This changes nothing. It changes nothing, dude. What is going on?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised. All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies. He doesn't even have a memory? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
he'll disappear. All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
I'm going to disappear? Disappear. Disappear, disappear. Disappear, disappear, disappear. Oh, what the... Okay. Oh, great. It's the other end of that. Okay, cool. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play a lot? Yeah, we already heard all this.
was that me? No, that's not me.
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
What?
Not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
Whoa, game. No. You, no. You've gone too far. I mean, you already went too far, but you've gone even further beyond that. He was asleep. How could he have... You were brought here by the Future Foundation. You were put asleep. You were unconscious. You were in the tubes. You couldn't just stand up, waddle over to the thing and go, alright, insert Junko. You were here the entire time. What are you talking about, game?
Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
I already know how I can be saved. Logically, it would be to graduate, because what these idiots don't realize is if all you have to do is just pull out, delete Junko, pull back, push back into the simulation, and then you win.
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despair.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is,
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place?
Oh my god, get on with it! Stop waffling about! We don't care!
The world's hope is different from your hope.
We get it! We understand the stakes! Just get to the point!
I was happy. It's meaningless if you aren't happy. Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate.
No, because Makoto, Kyoko, and Mikyu will be there to put themselves back into the simulation so that they can just do it all over again.
Absolutely dreadful.
Unless they're just idiots and they just stand around and be like, alright, I guess it's finally time to kill you all.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love. There won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
that's what she does. So she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting?
Good question.
Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
No, because they're still themselves, they just go back into the world. And then they fix themselves, and then they come back out again, and because you won't be there to stop them. This is so simple.
At this point, this is the only way.
You're right, it is.
No, there is another.
No, stop talking.
As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
I mean, either way, you win, because if you shut down the system and then you go out into the real world, all you have to do, because like I've told you, so well, let me break this down in case I'm not being clear. So if they choose to shut down the system, Junko gets deleted, their avatars get shifted back to the way they were when they were Ultimate Despairs. That's fine, because what you do is now that you've deleted Junko, when you wake up, Makoto, Kyoko, and Mikyu, all they have to do is just put them back into the simulation, put them back in, no more Junko, so they just do it all over again, and then they graduate and they get pulled out. It's really, really simple. I don't know why we're still waffling on about this. Alternate option, choose to graduate. If you choose to graduate, yes, their bodies will be taken over by Junko, but at that point they will already be dead. Their personality is gone. They're not themselves anymore. They're just Junko now. So all you have to do is you have the manpower to overwhelm them and arrest them and keep them locked away somewhere. This is really, really simple. I don't know why you're still waffling on about this. And what is there left to debate?
Despair. You guys should be able to grasp true hope.
What is going on? I can't, okay, now I can't, the thing is busted, it's not, the L1 isn't, I'm mashing it, Okay, so it's switching. First off, it wasn't working before. This thing wasn't working before. But now my health is still going. What is going on?
Ultimate despair. The Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know, but...
Everyone's hope is in conflict.
What am I supposed to shoot here?
Such despair!
Either hope or despair. Which one do I shoot? Graduate or shutdown? The world or me? Hope or despair? They're telling us to choose? To choose between that? Why? Why do I have to choose? What? What? My health was... What? Now, what happened now? No, now what's going on? I can't do it.
Can't do it. I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves.
You're not sacrificing anything.
I can't decide.
This is so simple.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear?
No, because when you spawned in, you were immediately back to Hajime. So all that's gonna happen is we put you back in and then you're back to you again.
I don't understand it at all.
That's fine, you don't have to understand it, because I understand it.
Both choices.
No, they're not!
Much of ourselves...
Both choices are perfectly valid!
Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future!
Oh, good Christ.
Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's... And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh my god. What is happening? Oh great, we're on the beach now. Okay. Oh great!
Alright! A game reset!
What the?
And with
Who
this, the
wrote
world
this?
will continue to loop.
What is going on?
Eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
What is going
I guess it's fine
on?
to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
Alright! Let's party! I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability!
Hey, did you notice how she just pulled, because she has their data, she pulled them back into the game because she remembers them, she has their data, and do you know what that means? It means that she can revive them! Who wrote this? Oh my god, dude.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
No, you should not.
After all this time?
What? What is going on? So don't you think about it, I wanted this ending. What am I supposed to do? What do I even have? I don't have anything. I literally have nothing. All I can shoot is this. An eternal game utopia. What do you want me to?
Master, that is a wise call.
What am I supposed to do? There's nothing. I don't have anything. I don't have any truth bullets. I just have a Nile. That's it. What am I supposed to do? Did I miss something? Is there another line that I missed somewhere? No. 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 No.
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Oh, okay, she's new. Oh, okay, I get it now, I got it. Okay. That didn't happen last time. Okay, I got it now. Okay. I have to use this to shoot a hole here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay.
Who are you?
What the fuck?
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up?
Hey, so remember when I referenced Halo 4 and Halo 5 about 2 hours ago? Yeah, well, that wasn't intentional, but,
Telling us the world's going to be destroyed and to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. I'm tired of being mixed up.
how is this game not fucking ended yet?
Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left.
That's wrong, because everyone else, Makoto, Kyoko, and Bikuya were watching, they'll remember
You're
you.
going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
Also, Junko has the data.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear.
Once again, Chiaki is the only intelligent person in the
As long
room.
as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right.
You're not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden. Right?
I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Chiaki speaks for all of us. It's been almost 3 hours, and we're still not done yet.
Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Hey, Chiaki. Can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, Why don't you just create one?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this
Did
isn't a
Danganronpa
game,
just
right?
say games aren't fun when they're easy to clear? Did I read that correctly?
Hey, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help?
What the?
I have no talent at all.
No, what now? What is
Betrayed by the
this?
academy I admired so much. I don't
What?
wanna
What am I?
disappear.
What is going on? What are we doing?
I don't wanna
What do you
sacrifice
want me to?
myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway.
Oh my god.
There's no way we can beat Junko.
Once again, I only have
It's
Niall.
the Future Foundation's fault,
What?
not mine.
What is going on?
I can't choose the
How
future.
has this game not ended yet?
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
What do you want me to
You
do?
should even be able to create the future.
Oh, I have to. Okay, absorb, and then I use this to. Okay, but which one do I shoot? Which one do I shoot?
I have no talent at all.
This one, maybe?
I was even betrayed by the academy.
Oh, I have unlimited truth bullets. Oh, okay, that's nice. I guess that's what the gray one means. The gray one means I have unlimited. Okay, well, I mean, that okay. I mean, I guess it's better than the first, because at the end of the first game, what you had to do is you had to painstakingly progress through the entire testimony, again, like 5 times in a row, and go through the ultimate hope thing every single time for every single person. And this is a similar thing where you have to use create the future to shoot all the contradictions down. Which, like, I mean, it's still dumb and pointless, but I guess it's better than the first game because at least it doesn't leave me, like, endlessly doing the same thing over and over again.
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear. Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future, even if it's a convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay.
But also, this doesn't change anything, because just saying, hey, we'll create our own future. That doesn't matter, because you still have the same choices before. Either stay here and trap her, or get out and don't. Either way, you win. Either way, you win!
That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you, too.
God damn it, why did she have to be the one to die? I forgot to say it again. Awaken. I'm just mashing the triangle button until I wake up, apparently. Uh-huh. Compelling gameplay. So how's your guys' day going? I've been here for almost 3 hours, and I just want this to be over. Oh, are we back? Did we win?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility.
Now, what do you want me to do? I can't.
It's the Future Foundation's.
I can't do anything.
They're both hope and they're both despair.
Oh, this game had better not softlock me again. Oh, this game had damn well better not softlock me again. Wait, store power?
You can't lose hope.
The memories we made will not even require
If we don't rid the world.
Someone, did you guys, Do I even need to point out how it...
It will probably be a lot of despair, too.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away.
This isn't... He's activated his Super Saiyan supersonic form.
I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
Oh boy. Okay. My favorite. My favorite. Oh, good Christ almighty. Look at this. Look at this. There's no way you're supposed to read this. It's just endless. Oh, okay. We have infinite amounts of cuts. Okay, great. So it's just...
You don't have to look at that.
Oh my god.
I'll never let anyone choose again.
What? We're going straight into... Oh, great. Oh, we went from... Okay. We're going straight into hell. Okay, great. Great. We went from bad to worse. Okay. Well, I guess there's no need for... This is literally just the supersonic boss fight at the end of the game, where you just become a god. Only instead of still being an engaging, challenging boss battle, it just stops doing that. Okay, great. Hey, at least I don't have to worry about... I mean, I still have to worry about dropped inputs, but at least I don't have to worry about an ammo supply anymore. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Negative time, I counter with fever time. Awesome. Great. Okay, can we finally win, please? We're almost there. We're almost done. We're almost done with the game, please. Just a little bit further to go. We're so close. That's wrong!
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this? All of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Huh?
But don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence,
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence. And from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want.
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
Well, it is a Danganronpa game, so...
It would be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything.
To summarize this game's stellar writing, we went from, it's a game, anything can happen, to, it's not a game, anything can happen.
That goes for everyone else!
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time. I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move. When I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea. It was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shines that light. It was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right?
What is happening?
There is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
Oh my god, we're going one by one again! We get it! You're all gonna change the future together. We don't need to go one by one.
I heard her voice.
Oh my god.
I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff. If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this.
Man, this sure is getting annoying again.
Me talking about you.
But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Wait, but I thought you were all about despair.
We believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own future.
That's impossible. That can't be hope. It's not even despair. What is this?
Hajime.
Good question.
Everyone, thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Oh, it's finally over, yes! Oh, it's finally over! Oh my god! Oh, it's finally over! Oh! Oh my god, it's finally over. 4 points? We got, what did we get 4 points in? Oh, it's done. We did it. We finally beat the win. We finally did. Can I at least check to see what this was? Nope,
started.
can't do that.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right? This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Oh, she's... What? 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 What is... What? 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 Huh? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yep. They spent time to animate that. And I'm not talking about the rainbows. I guess maybe work on the physics would be a better way to describe that. Wow.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel
Great, that's what you want.
Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
What?
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
What?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
Shut the hell up. This is not... it's not what she meant and you know it.
Bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
So this is the end, but it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere, 'cause we're all friends after all.
Oh. Alright, you know what? That final scene, literally the last 2 minutes, were fantastic. Oh great! Oh great, we got a giant cell phone as a present. My favorite, that's what I've always wanted. The final scene, where they all stood there, side by side, as a team, as friends, as a family, if you will, promising to never forget each other, and the final moments where Hajime said thank you to Chiaki. Those were brilliant. Those were exceptional. Those were really, really well written. It's just... And that's really what pains me, because what I'm about to say is... The rest of that was awful! And so, the incident is coming to an end. The incident riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality. It's about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave anytime.
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey Makoto, is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
What?
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
What?
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves.
I'm a little too distracted by what they just said to focus on it, but I'm gonna note. I noticed it at one point anyway. Makoto and Kyoko look stylish in those outfits. Those look really good on the two of them.
In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
And Mercurius still looks like as much of a prick as he always has.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision. Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do, besides the Future Foundation. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all.
You guys gotta get a better name for it.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably gonna be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
How do you didn't, what the, how, what?
My future lies here.
What the? Are we done? Are we finally done? Is that the end? Credits? Is it time for the credits to start rolling? Maybe? Oh my god! Okay. God Christ. Ultimate Swindler? What? Who's the ultimate? Okay. Never mind. No, there's bigger things to worry about. Okay. So. I'm gonna save all of what just happened for last. Let's talk positives first. So, gameplay. For the most part, it was improved. Maneuvering around the islands was a lot easier because instead of having to go between floors, you could just like quickly dash between the islands and explore from there. I like the contrast between 2D exploration and 3D exploration. That was a nice touch. During class trials, the increased speed at which you could fire truth bullets was very much appreciated. I'm hoping that is constant for the third game as well, because that was so much better than the other game, and than the first game was. I mean, Hangman's Gambit was massively improved. Rebel Showdown, it was kind of meh. You know, it could have been better, could have been worse. It got better towards the end, except for that final one. But you know, could have been better, could have been worse. Logic Dive was awful. Logic Dive was atrocious. It was 9 times out of 10 the geometry was broken. So I don't know who made that, but that was an awful game. And let's be clear, Non-Stop Debate was not without its bullshit. Like, sometimes my inputs wouldn't work, sometimes the purple text would be frustrating, but it was still leagues better than the first game. The characters also way better than the first game, a much stronger cast of characters than the first game had to offer. Because a lot of the characters in the first game were just shit, like terrible people and terribly written. But this game, there were a lot more characters that that were actually good. Like obviously I still have the main group, like, you know, Mahiru and Chiaki, even though one of them died immediately. Those are still the two that I wanted to spend the most amount of time with. And Akane and Sonya kind of grew into that a little bit towards the end, in terms of like people you really want to get close to. But even just by and large, there were still more people that I wanted to spend time with and would have been fine getting to know a bit better than there were in the last game. And also, the characters themselves just were, like, without completely disregarding free time events, they were much more fleshed out in this game than they were previously. It's just a shame that the character motivations for some of the murders was laughable. And I don't know what the hell happened with Miko in Chapter 3, but that was just stupid. Setting, I really, really much prefer the setting in this game to the setting from the first game. It just, because the thing with the first game is that because it was all in the one school building, you kind of start to lose the variety at some point in terms of like where you can explore. It kind of all started to blend together after a certain point. So I definitely enjoyed being able to explore the island and the beach a lot better, because there's, first of all, it was more visually appealing, and there was a lot greater variety in terms of like each new island had a new set of things to explore, a new area to go around and investigate in. So it was much greater variety than the first game. And it was also, just generally speaking, it was more vibrant than the dry hallways of the school, because they did kind of start to blend together after a certain point. So that was it's not like a deal breaker, but you know, it was still a much appreciated change. Then we get to the story. So, let's go case by case, shall we? Save the best for last. Case 1, really good. Really liked Case 1. Case 1 was a really intricate tutorial case. Logic was sound. The motive was stupid because Terra was an idiot, but other than that, the logic held up, and it was much more challenging than the first game's tutorial case, which was just pathetic. It's like, oh, he wrote the name, she wrote his name upside down, there you go, trial over. Second case is relatively... They really just put Christina, Will, and Shane Smith on top of each other. Really? Okay, Will Smith. You know, the logic was relatively sound, but it just undid itself with the moronic character motives by the end of it. Case 3 was just shit from start to finish. There's no getting around that. It was just terrible. It was logically inept and emotionally constipated. Case 4... was pretty good. It was a waste of potential because, you know, it's like you have a carnival and you don't use it, you just use the stupid funhouse. But admittedly, even though I was disappointed that they didn't use the carnival, they still made up for it because of how cleverly constructed the funhouse itself was. So credit where credit is due. Case 5 is the one that pains me the most because it should have been phenomenal. It had an ingenious build-up. It had really clever deceptions. With whether it was a suicide or a murder, airtight logic and reasoning for how the case actually went down, but it was completely wasted because of the moronic motivations of Nagito. It's like, oh, well, I'll just get lucky, I guess. So stupid. But of course, that all pales in comparison to the grand finale. So, there's a lot. First of all, once again, we have learned almost nothing about the tragedy, whatever it was. It's like, so I think they were trying to say that, oh, Junko is just a mastermind of manipulating people and she caused everyone to go insane and start killing people left and right. And if that's all it is, that's really anticlimactic. It's like, also, I don't know what the game thinks it means when they say, like, forced suicide. Like, I don't think you know what those words mean, putting them next to each other. Also, I love how they're insinuating that she's able to control anybody, and yet she's failed twice in a row to control both teams of people across the first and second games. Like, how did she ever control enough people to take over the world? I don't buy that even for a second. The whole reason she's alive at all is just awful, with the fact that she's revived with stupid soap opera garbage. The time that it took to adjust the program, minor thing maybe, but that kind of bugged me. I love how Makoto just randomly appears right when the game needs them to, and Kyoko Mikuya, despite the fact that there's no reason that she would have waited this long to bring them into the game. It's just... And then, like, Junko has the data to revive all the people, and they're just like, oh, well, I guess there's no way for them to be revived, or whatever. The whole twist with Izuru was pointless, because nothing about the finale was defined by that. Like, nothing changes. If you remove that from the story, nothing changes. Absolutely nothing. Because the tragedy itself, first off, it fixes the plot hole with why the school covered up the 13 murders. And it's not predicated on that, because the tragedy would have happened anyway, because Junko could have just easily manipulated anybody, even in spite of the fact that he killed everybody. It's such a worthless plot twist. It just drags out the game unnecessarily, which is on to the biggest problem: 3 hours of waffly bullshit. If you started Avengers Endgame at the same time that I started recording this video, you would have finished the movie by now. Why did it take so long? It's the same problem with the first game. Characters just waffle on endlessly about random garbage and they just dance around everything and endlessly drag out this game when you could have ended this so long ago. But the biggest problem here is the fact of how the game ends. The game spends like an hour and a half out of its 3 hours breaking down in explicit detail that if you shut down the program, they will lose their current selves and they will be brought back to life as the ultimate despairs. Which, first off, doesn't even matter because you can just reinsert them into the simulation and fix them anyway. So it's a pointless choice because it doesn't matter. They can just easily fix it regardless. But even if we disregard that, it doesn't even end up mattering because they just come out like their normal selves anyway. Which means we wasted an hour and a half diddling around talking about random garbage about how, oh, we won't come back as ourselves, only for them to literally come back as themselves. And yes, that final moment, the final minutes, where they just talked as people, as friends, as family, if you will, and where he says thanks to Chiaki and she reciprocates that thank you. That was brilliant, but it was wasted because it's not like people saying, well, no matter what happens, we'll always remember you. It's like saying goodbye because they wake up as themselves anyway. It'd be like if at the end of Avengers Endgame, spoilers for a movie that's 2 years old at this point, it'd be like if at the end of Avengers Endgame, when they all say goodbye to Tony after the funeral, and then he pops out of the, he just revives himself, he's like, hey guys, what's up? I'm here, you know. Like, you have this big emotional scene, and then he's just there. What is... Who wrote this? And it just sucks. Because I didn't hate playing through it. Like I said, I mean, I'm sure you've heard in my voice, I've had a blast recording this. Be it for good reasons or bad reasons, I've had a blast recording this. But I wanted this game to be... and overall, I think I'd still say it's probably better than the first game for all the positives I mentioned. But they can't stick the landing. They cannot stick the landing. That's 2 times in a row when they've tried to end it, and it just fell flat on its face both times due to logically inept writing. Well, we got the Easter egg present. Is that it? Oh, and we also got the Usami strap present. Is that it? Or is there anything else? Oh, and another one. Danganronpa IF. Is that the end? Did we do it? You can read the light novel Danganronpa If, written by that amazing writer. And this is the go clean up everyone's free time events thing. Okay. Well, I might check this out in a bonus episode, but I don't know. In conclusion, was it better than the first game? Yes. Was it amazing? No. Did it have major flaws? Yes. And I'm disappointed. I hate that it had those flaws because it could have been, like, out of this world and it just wasn't. But it was still better than the first game overall. I still enjoyed myself. And I'm certainly looking forward to watching the anime to find out how this insane story concludes. I can't record that, obviously, because it's an anime. I can't record it. But I will make a video when I finish watching it, recording my thoughts and give my general thoughts on how this all ends. And I am still going to play V3, but I'm not going to play immediately. I kind of want to take a break, because I want to watch the anime before I play the third game, just to kind of conclude that story first. So, you know, I'm going to take a break. I think I'll play something else. I don't know what I'll play yet, but I'm going to play something else to take up this time slot before I move on. I might, and then I'm also going to, because Crash Bandicoot's wrapping up here relatively soon as well, so I might try something else. I might try a more, I don't know, just to kind of mix things up, I might try a more action-oriented game. I just need to find a really good one to play. But that'll be it for now, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Danganronpa 2 through all the insanity that it had to offer. And I'll catch you all tomorrow, or maybe in a few days, for whatever series is next. Goodbye. Oh, hey, Ultra Despair Girls. Didn't see you there.